reliable authority before this game started that the Boston Celtics, it was going to be their night. 69-55 is the Boston lead over the Lakers. That voice of authority, believe, was Charles Barkley, who guaranteed a Celtic victory tonight. After we had pointed out that Kemba Walker in his career in games against LeBron James was 0 for 28. But the Celtics lead it 69-55. It's the American Express halftime report, everybody, and we got the American Express teammates from the first half. For the Boston Celtics, who lead it by double digits. Jason Tatum's got 15. Kemba Walker got himself 11, looking for that first win against LeBron. And this is a game the Celtics got punched in the mouth right out of the gate, fell behind 8-0. And they lead at 69-55. You had no doubt, did you, Kenny, when Charles was making this proclamation?
I have a lot of doubt. I still have doubt.
But what, this is something, boy, Boston needs a half like this as much as they have been struggling.
I'm going to get Shaq roused up just by this comment. These three guys were Boston, and this is why he guaranteed to me. You know, with Kemba, with Jason Tatum, and Brown, they're like a smaller version of what Clay, Steph,
Hey, man.
No, a smaller version in this regard. No,
no regard. Stop.
I'm going to tell you, that's why I want to get him
Stop. Come
in
on
this
now.
regard, I'm going to show you.
Stop
I'm going to tell you in this regard.
Stop
in
it,
this
Kenneth.
regard. I'm not saying they're them. I just love messing with Shaq. I knew he was going to go there. But anyway, the fact that this is why Boston is tough. Honestly, it's not, they're nowhere near those three players, but let's roll the tape. It's the fact that each of these guys command so much attention off the dribble. Here you have Kemba commanding two players. Boom. Now you get it back out, you throw it over to Hayward, and it gets back over to Brown, and now freeze it here. Because most guys here, they're going to look for the roller. But LeBron has eyes on Brown. Bradley has eyes on Brown. Kuzma has eyes on Brown. There's no way he should score, but he does not only score, he's able to get to the rim and make a tough shot to go in. That's one guy. The same thing again with Jason Tatum. We know his isolation skill. He went to Kobe in one summer. His isolation skill and his pick and roll skill off the dribble is phenomenal for his young age. Again, then the best in the business almost at this. Best young guards in the business at doing it is Kemba. He doesn't get the shot he wants now, but Avery Bradley frees it. Avery Bradley is probably still one of the top 10 defenders at that position in the league. But watch he gets Avery back, and he backs you up, and then he gets back into the shot. So yes, three guys that could score. I just want the best with Shaq.
No, man, stop it. I agree with Shaq.
Yeah. That's why you guarantee, because
that's
got
not
three
why.
guys to score.
That's not why I guarantee.
Oh, you just were saying this.
Only team with three starters averaging 20 is the Boston Celtics.
Yes.
That's difficult. You don't think that's very difficult?
That's 60 points.
But that's
Only team in the league that has three starters.
Three guys that can do that.
I'm just telling you, the reason I liked the Celtics tonight was, number one, they were due for when you play LeBron, Anthony Davis, and the Lakers, Celtics, you're going to be pumped for the game. I thought the Lakers would have a letdown going on national television, beating the Rockets Saturday night. They're going to get Anthony Davis back. They're like, okay, we're automatically better. We're going to have a letdown. That's why I thought the Celtics would win tonight.
Limited minutes for Anthony Davis in the first half. 12 minutes as he makes his return, 4 points. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. LeBron's got 13 and 8 assists to lead the Lakers.
I'm about to rile Kenny up. LeBron is his 17th season, leading the league in assists. Plays like one of my teammates named Mike Penberthy. Right here, the first play of the game. Mike used to do this to me all the time. LeBron throws a lob to my main man, JaVale McGee. See, Mike used to do this all the time. He used to call a play, right? But then when you go back door, Mike Penberthy would make the same pass. He was a great player. I hope Kenny's not getting riled up. But no, LeBron, look, 17th season. You shouldn't double him. If you double him, he will find this guy wide open.
You wouldn't double him, Shaq? What would you do with LeBron right now?
Let him get his numbers.
17th year?
Scoring numbers.
17th year, I would say get 40 every night.
But he won't be able to sustain that. But one of the weaknesses of the Lakers is when LeBron goes out the game, they don't have a playmaker. That's one of the reasons they really need a playmaker if they're going to beat the Clippers or somebody.
You telling me you got LeBron James, Anthony Davis, You got all of these young Kuzma, all these young players around him, and you say,
And Rondo is a
more?
playmaker.
They need
more?
Rondo's a playmaker.
They don't need more player. They need a playmaker.
Rondo's not a playmaker?
No, that was 10 years ago. They need a point guard that can play in today's type of game. That's a three-point shooter. Listen, Rondo's been a good player for a long time, but this is not 2005. This is 2020.
69, 55,
2020.
And a nice shout out to Mike Penberg.
Yes.
He could shoot that thing, couldn't
Yes, he
Shaq?
can shoot that thing.
He got a
And
ring, too.
Yeah.
And he was a great assist guy. Love you,
got
Mike.
in the championship club, remember?
Yes, indeed.
And Mike Penberthy.
Yeah, he was in here.
He was in that championship club that night.
Man, Mike assist Penberthy.
You're watching the American Express Halftime Report.
Break as we join you from Studio J here in Atlanta, getting ready to watch the Lakers and the Celtics. LeBron James in LA at 34-8. Kemba Walker and the Celtics been struggling lately. They've lost 6 of their last 8, and they're 27-14. That is game 2 of our MLK Day triple header here on TNT. Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaq and Kenny and Charles, and the most amazing number when we look at this, and this is confounding. Kemba Walker, a team Kemba Walker's on has never beaten a team LeBron James is on in 28 tries.
But this is tonight, America.
Oh, my.
I'm guaranteeing the Boston Celtics, Kemba gonna get his first win tonight. I'm guaranteeing.
What makes you so sure?
It's
That
time.
he's 28. They're playing poorly.
No,
as
but
a team.
that's when you're gonna rise
why
up. So LeBron's gonna be
ain't
tired.
gonna happen.
LeBron went and saw his son play today.
It's only an hour ride.
But he didn't get his afternoon nap.
They slept in the car.
You can sleeping in the car ain't the same as sleeping.
I would agree with that.
Okay, so this is tonight. The Boston Celtics, I'm guaranteeing it, Shaq.
Make it light on yourself. How much?
Hey, want to bet?
Need Charles Barkley to pick the Lakers to win tonight. There's no other path to victory, says
too
the
late.
Celtics blog.
See, that's why the
Yeah, see, too late.
The king of death.
Bad luck. Chuck.
guaranteed the Celtics win tonight.
That's his new name, Kenny. Bad luck, Chuck.
Bad luck, Chuck.
No,
Hey,
nobody's going to beat somebody 29 straight times.
Anthony Davis coming back tonight for the Lakers in this one. They're 4-1 since he went down with the bruised tailbone.
Oh, Anthony Davis playing again?
Anthony Davis is
I
playing.
guarantee
The Lakers going to win.
Wait a minute, Anthony Davis playing tonight? Oh, you out of your mind.
No, man, this is tonight. So everybody in the world think Anthony's coming back.
Yes.
But then, hey, nope. This is a win
Wait,
for the Boston
the
Celtics.
Lakers are struggling.
On what do you base that?
He just said.
Pure damn luck, Ernie.
Law of averages.
It ain't going to happen, Charles.
Listen. You
gonna happen.
said they should never have 29. You should never happen. Nobody would say 28 should happen. So no.
This is the night.
You got Anthony Davis coming back.
Hey.
They're struggling. He's never beaten them.
This is a night we're celebrating Dr.
Lakers have won 4 in a row on the road.
Lakers 4 in a row.
They're 34-8.
Oh my God.
Best record in the West. Chuck just guaranteed the Celtics are going to win.
One.
This
Tonight
is
is tonight.
This is almost Seth Davis-like in your ability to
Davis,
jinx.
Shout out. Okay.
Ernie, some of my guarantees have came true.
No, they haven't.
This gonna be this gonna be the first one of 2020, brothers.
The first what?
Guaranteed.
Oh, he putting it up there. Yeah,
I'll put this one up. I know I've got to toss to Marv in
How much,
Boston,
Chuck?
but
Make
not
it light on
before we
yourself.
put on the board the guarantee.
a night of
the
hookah.
Celtics over the Lakers
More of that
A
vodka.
night of hookah,
because
Shaq.
he guarantees
Vodka
it.
you gave me the other day.
Take it away,
That
Marv.
vodka.
Go Celtics.
Has a game tonight in Boston. Earlier today, he was in Springfield watching his son.
I'm not sure. I'm
Sierra
not sure.
Canyon.
I'm not sure.
Watching
How,
Bronny.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
About Aiden.
About him watching his son?
No, not that. I don't know if we should be showing high school kids.
Oh, stop it.
He's a freshman in high school.
He's pretty good. Let him go.
I mean, well,
Let him live.
the other networks have kind of taken over the high school television.
I'm just
but
curious. Does the school, do these high school players, we always talk about college players being exploited. This is the ultimate exploitation.
It's good basketball. Let it go.
That's not
It's
the point,
sports.
Shaq.
So what is the
What is the financial incentive other than the network making money on these high school kids? We always complain about college teams are making all this money, but
Now it's high school.
There's high school.
It's going to be middle school next.
Come on, man.
I'm hosting the middle school
It's always been
telecast.
like that, Chuck.
Listen, I'm just asking.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree. I agree.
Come on, man.
I think
Oh, stop it.
I do. I think
stop
it's
one.
to the
Two
point.
powerhouse high schools playing.
Well, if you're
That's
talking
a big
about
spotlight with TV at a very
but if they're
early
saying,
age.
but if you're saying that the teams are that this is an amateur sport and then you want kids not to get paid and think about money, then you can't make
money on them.
You can't make money.
on them.
It doesn't make
You're
any
making
sense.
money on the college kids. Now you're making money on high school kids.
First
Give
of
me
all-
a break.
Hey, just a second. We need, because we have to get this in, okay? We need to step back, go to Memphis, halftime ceremonies and halftime entertainment there. Leslie Odom of Hamilton fame, singing Bridge Over the Powerful, riveting piece to get us started here today. Welcome, everybody. Shaq's here, Kenny here, Charles here. And Charles, you're the executive producer of that profile that we just watched with Wondros.
Yeah, and I'm really proud. Thanks everybody at Turner for letting my company do it. Being around Mayor Young, Ambassador Young, and all these older great black men that I've been fortunate, Bill Russell, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, Kareem, guys who were really in the civil rights movement. Every time I see those guys, I just say thank you. And that really doesn't do it justice. Because I couldn't imagine, I've never not been able to go to a school, go to a bathroom, drink out of a water fountain. So I've never been through no real struggle in my life. I'm not going to act like I can play like I'm a martyr. But I will say this, we've come a long way. But I was reminded after watching the NFL for the last few weeks about not giving black coaches an opportunity. And it's always an issue with things like that. And I implored the owners to give the black coaches jobs, being general managers, offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, but also head coaches. So even though we've come a long way, we still have a long way to go.
What did it mean? You guys have all played on MLK Day, correct, in the course of your careers. Shaq, what made it special? Because guys in the course of an 82-game season will say, oh, this is just another game. But what did it mean to play on this day?
It means a lot. He's done a lot. And, Dick Gregory was a friend of mine before he passed away. And we used to talk about the civil rights movement a lot. And his quote was, because Dr. Martin Luther King never showed fear, his courage helped the rest of us face the world unafraid. And I go back and I look at all the times that he was getting arrested or he never really showed fear. So, to learn about this man, to, try to set examples as he did, like that, he got his bachelor's, his master's, his doctorate at an early age. He was super educated. That's why every time you see me, I try to show the peace sign. We still have a long way to go, but, he's done a lot. He's paved the way for so many people, as well as all the names that Charles mentioned. But, for us to be able to play on this day, we owe it to him and all the other civil rights leaders and all the other martyrs that have, paved the way for us.
What was your biggest takeaway from the piece we just saw?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway for me is not to minimize or desensitize the effects of not only the civil rights movement and slavery, because these people that we're watching are alive today. They're, all of us whose parents are still alive, we're part of that. This isn't, I have an 11-year-old son, Malloy, and a 7-year-old London. For them, this feels so far removed when in actuality they can go to their grandfather, who's in the house with them this weekend, and talk about this exact moment he's lived through. So, and I think that as the internet world and it becomes desensitized that this is one generation removed. And so the effects of that causes the undercurrent of things that happen. Because the conversations that I've had in my household and other people's had in the household that were living through these moments affects the way your thought process is. And once you realize that, then you could change your thought process and say, well, that was right, wrong, or indifferent. But to think that it's far-fetched away and not this